you have huge Black communities, but here in Vancouver, there aren't as many. And so the struggle to be recognized, to be seen is a really important one. So I'm really proud of this announcement that is being made today by Minister Ng. I also am proud to say that as you know, this fund is going to be distributed regionally by local community organizations. And I am proud to announce that the Black Business Association of BC has officially been selected as a recipient of the Ecosystem Fund, which is 2.7 million in funding. And they're going to create and deliver a portfolio of business services and training services throughout the province that we have here for years. The Black Business Association of BC has struggled, stepped up, valiantly tried to provide Black business leaders and entrepreneurs with the training skills to start up, to scale up, and to grow their businesses. So with this funding, this will now be able to go even further. It will help young people to expand their online learning platform. It will create an incubator program and open a physical business center with skilled professional staff and contractors to support Black entrepreneurs. This is more than funding. This is a great way to change the game for Black businesses owners, for entrepreneurs across BC, and change the future for those looking to bring their ideas and innovations to life. And I can tell you, some of the businesses here in British Columbia are extremely innovative and are very, very, they're worth actually looking at. And we have highlighted many of them during the Black History Month in February, some of the British Columbia businesses. Our government decided that it was going to allocate 51.7 million for the Ecosystem Fund. This is the fund we're talking about, now. Money that will go towards helping more projects get off the ground and support even more excellent work like that done by the Black Business Association of BC. Congratulations to you guys for being able to move this forward here in BC and across the country. Thank you very much for asking me to participate in this today.
Thank you, Dr. Fry, as always, inspiring. And next person that I'm going to introduce is from my own constituency, a professional organization, Chettle House, the CEO of Chettle House Health and Beauty Clinic, which I have taken professional services in the past, and more importantly, the president of Black Business Association of British Columbia. Welcome, Madam Narisa Allen.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for having me here today. I would first like to mention that we are and acknowledge that we're standing on the unceded territories of the Musqueam, Squamish, and Tsleil-Waututh nations. I thank you, MP Dhaliwal and Minister Ng. This is truly an historic moment. I think as we go forward and we look forward to all we've done and what we're going to be doing in the future, it's just astounding. We're excited for the kickoff of the Black Entrepreneurship Ecosystem Fund. The culmination of months and months of work that the government and our community have put in to bring us to this point today, where we can now roll out a program that's really going to be impactful for our business community is just amazing. And without words, we thank you for the hard work that everyone has put in to bring us to this point. I must emphasize the importance of funding because it is the backbone of the Black Entrepreneurship Loan Fund. These two programs will work together to provide Black businesses with the support that they need in order to access capital, as well as to receive that wraparound services that they'll need in order to launch their business and take it from an idea to launch and beyond that. So we are really happy with how we are going to grow the Black business community. You listened, And you allowed us as a community to develop the strategies that we know we need in our community to grow and build our business sectors. This flexibility in design has allowed us to create programs that we know will be impactful for our business community. And that would include services such as skills development, business plan development, creating avenues for domestic and international market access, safe spaces for networking, mentorship, driving youth engagement, and developing that entrepreneurial mindset, as well as supporting mental health for owners as well as their staff. An economy is only as strong as the small businesses that work tirelessly every day to ensure we have food, clothing, technology, skills, services. And over the last 17 months, small businesses have taken a hard hit. And we need to ensure that we are providing the support that they need in order to remain sustainable for these current businesses. And we also need to ensure that we celebrate small business so that we are allowing for that, keeping the flame alive for entrepreneurs that are coming in the future. In the Black business community, business and culture often intersect. For a small Caribbean local restaurant, where we are investing in that business owner is investing in the community. And that community support is what is going to keep our economic stability strong. Where we're standing today is the Loft Lounge, a Caribbean restaurant. And what they have allowed us to do is to come into their space and deliver this presentation to you. And we're so happy to be able to deliver from a Black-owned business, a strong Black-owned business that we are investing in as a community. So we thank the Loft Lounge for this opportunity as well. I believe that it is important for us to be able to amplify diversity through culture and through business. And that's what they do every day when they bring the Caribbean culture of food to you every day as a community. We're expanding that to the community at large, and we allow for sharing of our culture through business. I believe that knowledge supports empathy. I believe that empathy drives a strong, inclusive community. And that's what we need right now. We need to come together. And as we grow our Black businesses, as we scale them, as we share our culture with the wider community, I know that we'll become a more inclusive community. So we appreciate the ministry's support. And we look forward to working with the Federation of African Canadian Economics, as well as all of the partners of the ecosystem to service Black entrepreneurs. So once again, thank you for having me today. And thank you to the Loft Lounge again for supporting us and providing this venue.
So now I'm going to take an opportunity to introduce another good friend of mine. Now I can sprint in politics and in public service. I remember those days when I learned to walk in politics, and if I needed someone's help, in a different role, he was able to provide me a support, and a very humble person. Parliamentary Secretary to the Prime Minister, to the President of Treasury Board, to the Minister of Digital Government, and Member of Parliament for Hull Honor, Greg Fergus.
Thank you very much, Suk, and really it's great to see you once again. And it's also before I begin my comments, I'd like to, of course, in my own way, acknowledge I'm coming to you from Elmer, Quebec, which is the unceded territory of the Algonquin Anishinaabe people. And it's important to have this land acknowledgement, like Minister Mary Ang had pointed out. And one of the reasons why is because we have seen what happens when we have these systemic barriers that have been faced by Indigenous peoples. And we've also seen this happen with Black Canadians. The only two groups in this country that had been enslaved for over 200 years were Black Canadians and Indigenous peoples. But what we're seeing now is a recognition by all Canadians, the recognition of this federal government for us to take those steps towards reconciliation. We're seeing that work on the Indigenous front, and what we're doing here today, everybody talked about the historic nature of what we're announcing. This is also part of the reconciliation process and building a better and more inclusive future. Je dois féliciter le travail que Mary Yang a fait. Cette ministre a reconnu le défi que les communautés noires ont fait face. Et avec son appui, avec l'appui du Premier ministre Justin Trudeau, on a pu créer une réponse pour examiner et à éliminer les barrières systémiques contre les Canadiens de race noire. Et on a vu ça avec l'annonce de ce programme d'entrepreneuriat pour les Noirs. And we're seeing this with now today, combining with the Black Entrepreneurship Program, we're seeing this with the National Ecosystem funding that we're able to bring together. These are historic steps to creating prosperity by Black Canadians, by Black entrepreneurs, not only for the Black community, but for all Canadians. Canada wins when Black Canadians are doing well. And this is a great opportunity for us to work hand in hand to overcome those formal and informal barriers that had once existed. And we're all saying as a country, no more, let's build a real inclusive Canada. So to my colleagues, the Honourable Dr. Hetty Fry, who has been a leader on this file for 28 years, to Marcy Ian, who's been doing an exceptional job since she arrived in Parliament, but also the work that she has done outside of Parliament before she came into politics. Suk Dhaliwal, who has been an amazing ally from day one, who has made this fight his fight. And certainly to the incomparable Mary Yang, who really made all the difference and made this program possible. On behalf of the Black Parliamentary Caucus, thank you for making this happen. This ecosystem combined with the entrepreneurship program is going to make a real difference for all Canadians. Merci beaucoup. Bon succès.
Thank you, Greg, and thank you, Minister Ng, and thank you to MP Ian and MP Honourable Dr. Fry, and more importantly to you, President Ellen, and you talked about diversity, and I remember, when it comes to our Prime Minister, whether he's here at home or he's traveling abroad, he has always said that diversity is Canada's strength, and Canada's people understand that Canada has progressed economically, socially, and politically because of its diversity. So thank you for being the president and being the leader in our community. And also thank you to the Loft Restaurant. And I'm going to open the floor, and the minister is here to answer any of the media questions that we might have.